Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You could be sitting in a chair, you could be lying down. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're comfortable and you don't feel like you need to shift around. It's a 20-minute meditation today, so a comfortable position where you can stay still is preferable. This is also an open eye meditation. We don't close our eyes here. However, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, feel free to do so. Just do what works for you. Although I'd urge you to try to do it with your eyes open, but it's just up to you. And if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone. Just drop your eyes downward, kind of glancing lightly at the floor below you. Maybe the desk or whatever's down below you. We're not staring at a particular spot on the floor, but we're also not blurry and buzzed out. We have a nice light, clear gaze, gently directed downwards. Your body's in a nice, comfortable, seated, and secure position, and your eyes are open, directed downwards. Just settle right here. Be here now. There's nothing to do, no special technique, no one to become, and no one nowhere to go. Allow your body to just relax. You don't have to try to relax. Let your body relax all by itself as you bring your attention intimately here and now. We're not solving anything. We're not learning anything. In fact, let go of all knowledge. Let go of all your expectations about what meditation is. Leave alone all your learned ideas about spirituality or anything like that. And just sit and be here now. Leave alone the to-do list. Leave alone all the problems you have to solve. Let go of your past and your story. Just be here. Be here and don't struggle. Just rest. You'll notice that your thoughts may keep running. They don't know how to be here now. And this is because the nature of thinking is always involved with the past and the future. It's always naming, categorizing. And when we pay attention to thinking, we lose the attention of this moment now. So instead of paying attention to the conversation we're having with ourselves in our head, instead we just move that attention to the lower belly. Notice how your attention is somewhere situated in your forehead. And see if you can just drop this down through the chin, through the neck, and into the chest, down into the lower belly, below the belly button. Just notice this area here. Notice the sensations. And watch how when the breath comes in, the lower belly area expands. And as the breath departs, this area relaxes all by itself. Rest your attention here and watch the breath come in and depart. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now. Maybe you were planning what you were going to do before work, what you're going to do for school. And this is okay. When this happens, simply return your attention to the lower belly. Watch it carefully. And do this as effortlessly as you can. In other words, let the attention of your lower belly naturally happen all by itself. And regard your thoughts, the self-talk, in the same way you regard the noises of birds outside your window. Let them happen. Just don't let them steal your attention. And when you get lost again, effortlessly and gently return to the lower belly. And I'm probably catching you thinking again. No problem. Effortlessly return to the breath. come back. Come back to breathing. And I'm probably catching you again thinking. This is okay. But instead of returning to the breath here, inquire this. What exactly is it that loses its attention to the breath? What gets lost in thought? What gets lost in thought, then returns to the breath, then gets lost again, then goes back? What is that? This isn't a question for your mind, for thinking. Find the one that gets lost in thought in the same way that you found the breath. Turn the view back. What are you? What hears this voice? Use your attention to find it. Is there anything to be found? Look carefully. All right, you can look at the screen. This moment is what there is, right here. Not tomorrow's moment, not the moment you just had. It's just this as you're watching this video. This is it. But if you're normal, you're probably using this moment to get somewhere else. Maybe you clicked on this video to watch meditation, to learn how to meditate in order to get something. This is a big mistake when it comes to meditation. See, because we spend our whole lives seeking, getting, grabbing, wanting, and achieving, which is a good thing. But like everything, it's a double-edged sword. Because in this life of effort to try to get somewhere, to get something, we have the downside of not being attentive to where our life always is already. Just here and now. And because we're constantly seeking, we constantly feel inadequate. Not enough. Something isn't right somehow, and it needs to be different. Now again, making change and making things better is a good thing, but if you spend your whole life and your mind on the future, you're going to miss your life. Your life is here, right now. I mean, doesn't it astonish you that you're this conscious thing right here? In fact, isn't it weird? Here we are. Isn't that weird? You know, we just have this view that's so narrow, so my life, my problems, me and my things. How do I make me better? And this attitude destroys us if we don't know how to shut it off. And meditation really is just stopping that. That's why you will always hear me say, there's no goal in meditation. There's no experience to be had. Just sit here. But when you really just sit here, all of those things that we want, all of the fireworks show, the kundalini shooting out of the top of your head, all this nonsense, shows up. Because when we start paying attention to this moment's a lot more amazing than we think it is. In fact, if I start talking about things in a deeper way, it would be considered maybe a little bit spooky and far-fetched. And that's why with these videos, I'm not trying to tell you what I experience. You don't want my words because my words won't help you, but I want to show you this moment for you. And when I ask in meditation, look for the one that's looking, turn the view back. What's left? Is the you that you think you are even there? But we spend our lives fleeing from this moment. We think it's inadequate. And really the problem isn't us doing that. It's just thoughts that do that. Thoughts are always thinking about the future. It's an evolutionary adaptation to existence. It seeks a problem and tries to solve it. Seeks a problem and tries to solve it. Seeks a problem and tries to solve it. So our life is just this slew and smorgasbord of problems to be solved. If we attach to thinking. And what most of us don't realize is that thoughts happen all by themselves. You are not your thoughts. They go on and on and on. You are not thinking. It's like your heartbeat. You are not beating your heart. Well, in a way you are. It's hard, and that's deeper. But you are not the one going beat on, beat off, beat on, beat off, beat on, beat off, or working your endocrine system or your circulatory system. That's not you. Thoughts happen the same way. They just go on and on and on. But because we're always attentive to thinking, we're always attached. That's our whole life. Is the thoughts and the words and the concepts and the distinctions and the problems and the worries and the frustrations and the I'm inadequate, you're inadequate, he's better than me, she's better than me, I don't like this, I like that. Thinking, 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 thinking. So we leave thinking alone. We don't push it away, we don't ignore it, but we just let it go on, just like we let our heartbeats go on. And we bring our attention back home. So don't flee. Be here now. And as always, I encourage you to ask questions if you have anything to ask. I answer all questions in the comments below. And remember that your question helps others who are reading the comments, so don't be afraid to ask. And of course, I post a video like this every single day, because meditation wasn't designed for the weekends. It's a daily practice. In fact, we can say meditation never ends. And it's the one thing we do for no reason at all. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for showing up for your life. And I'll see you tomorrow.